All right, Lions announced that Calvin Johnson is going to be in the Ring of Honor. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So yeah, let's take a look at this, man. Let me pull this up for y'all. Lions play today. They take on Seattle Seahawks. 1 and 2 Monday night games. I think the first one is the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then the Lions come on at 8, like 45 minutes later at 8 o'clock, and they'll be taking on the Seattle Seahawks that's been whooping on us for years. So, but let's see what brother Megatron got to say. Right now.
Whatever it was as far as decibels go, you know. So it's just an exciting time to be in Detroit, exciting time to be a Lions fan, just a Detroit sports fan in general.
Not to be negative or anything, but it took some work to get here, man. You had to really put the work in to reestablish the relationship, man. Where would you say the relationship is at 100% back now with you in the organization? Or?
Man, it's definitely on the up and up, man. We've come a long ways from, you know, when I left here, and that was almost, you know, I don't know how long ago it was now, 8, 9 years ago, to where we are now. You know, it's been efforts on both sides to get us back to this point. And man, I'm just happy to be at the point where, you know, have my kids here, you know, being able to see the things that, you know, I was able to accomplish on the field. You know, that's exciting for just all my family just to be able to see the kids, you know, and then like, oh, this is what Daddy did. That's cool.
A lot of guys in the locker room still look up to you. What's it like to have a relationship with the current generation of Lions right now?
No, it's awesome to be able to just, you know, to come back, you know, to be wanted back. You know, that's the cool thing. To have the guys come up and ask questions, to be able to be in front of them, to, you know, just to give the knowledge and tidbits that I've gained, all the experience I've gained over the years that I played both on and off the field. You know, for them to be able to be open enough to receive it, you know, that for me, you know, just coming back and giving, you know, just makes me want to do it more and more. So it's great that those guys are receiving, you know, my presence. That's great.
Calvin, you played 9 seasons.
All right, you heard what Megatron had to say, and they put him into the Ring of Honor, or the Lions Ring of Honor, whatever they calling it. And for years, you know, what excuse me, what happened was they refused to allow. They took some money back from him. Yep. They made him, he retired, and they forced him to take some money back. Take some of his signing bonus back, which was weak. You see other teams like the Indianapolis Colts allow, you know, Andrew Luck to keep his money, even though when he abruptly retired. And they took that money back, and they showed a clear, you know, biasness. They showed a clear biasness when they did that. Because, you know, they let him, you know, he asked to get traded. They won't get traded. They did the same thing to Barry Sanders. You know, he wanted to get traded. They didn't want to trade him. But when Matthew Stafford got traded, they traded him to the Charlotte Panthers, or what they call them, the Carolina Panthers. They supposed to share him. They really playing Charlotte, I think. And, you know, he said he wanted to play there. They traded him where he wanted to go to L.A. So most people know the Forest history. I ain't here to get into the history and how they feel about people of color. Yeah, I said that. But that's the history is the history. And that shows you clear, flat out how they really felt about it. And is it unfortunate that it had to be that way? Yeah. But telling the story, you got to flat out say it. That was Matthew Stafford. He would have kept his signing bonus, and they would have probably traded him. Or if he wanted to retire, he would retire with all his money. And that's what it was about. Then, you know, they wanted him to do these charity events, and they'll pay him an increment. Give me my fucking money back. You know what I'm saying? Give it back, you know, plus interest. All the money I made for this organization, just the Force are just shitty. It's a lot of shitty owners, from James Dolan, he getting it together, from Mike Brown down there at Cincinnati with the Bengals. It's a bunch of shitty owners. A bunch of them. So, but yeah, Calvin entering the pride of Lions on Monday Night Football. So nearly a decade has passed since Detroit Lions great Calvin Johnson abruptly retired from the NFL after the 2015 season at the age of 30. But on Monday night, the Hall of Fame receiver will get a permanent spot amongst the greatest players in team history. Johnson will enter the pride of Lions during the halftime of Detroit's homecoming against Seattle, which honors the brightest stars in team history at Ford Field. And let me say this: they better not put they better not put Matthew Stafford in that shit, man. That's worse than putting up "We made a playoff" banner. That's worse than putting a playoff banner up. That's worse than putting a playoff banner up, in my opinion. But nonetheless, so we pretty much had what Johnson had to say. So we heard what he had to say, and and good for him. I think he deserved it. He deserved to still be playing. They should have traded him. And that's my opinion on it. He did enough for the organization. He meant more in the organization than Matthew Stafford did. Am I lying? He meant more than Matthew Stafford did. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have been able to go where he wanted to go at. I feel the same thing about Barry. If Stafford could do it, I mean, just in general, if he couldn't do it, he should have been allowed to do it. So I just felt like it was just weak on the organization part, to be honest, man. And like I continue to say, man, now that they getting it together, I don't like what wealthy people is arrogance. It's about control. It's about power. And that's why a lot of these dudes come and own teams. They don't be successful. One reason, they try to run the NFL team like it's a corporate business, which it isn't. All right. Like, you would be like, well, let me draft this quarterback. He gonna sit for 2 or 3 years and then he'll be ready, Bob, or just throwing the name out there. He'll be ready. They ain't trying to hear that. If I'm paying this dude $20 million, I want to see him play right now. I want my products. Like, if I buy a brand new machine in the plant, this is how they look at it. And it's supposed to make production move 25%, 30% faster. I spend, $100 million or, $20 million on this machine. They say, well, it got to sit first for like the first 2 or 3 years. It got to sit first. And then, then we can use, they're like, oh, hell no. They can't fathom that. They can't fathom it. So most of them look at it as, and then the other part of it, they control it. And a lot of other parts of their lives, they can control it. So a lot of wealthy people greedy and they control freaks and, they don't know how to delegate, let people do their job. They want to step in, overstep their boundaries. And that's why a lot of these organizations fail, and some of them just don't flat out care. They don't flat out care. But yeah, I'm happy to see him get in there, man. He should have got money plus interest for what they did to him. Especially after what they let Stafford do and let him walk away and go where he wanted to go to. I think so, but it's just my opinion on it. Maybe I'm tripping, but hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video, hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.